Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you both for being here, for your testimony, for your job you're doing. And sorry I was late getting here, but I want to follow up on areas my friend from Texas was asking about. For one thing, there's an article here, it's not recent, but it indicates that immigrants take a big bite out of U.S. Marshals custody resources. Mr. Harlow, what is the status right now? About what percentage, if you could estimate, of your resources is being expended for people who are apprehended who are aliens or immigrants, whether legal or illegal?
Thank you, Congressman, for that question. Currently, I'm sorry, I do not have a number for you. I'll be happy to see if I can find that for you. But several people who are arrested, if they're not charged federally, new charges brought by the U.S. Attorney's Office, they do not necessarily come into the Marshal Service's custody in pretrial detention. It is important to note that we do have to fight for the same detention beds or that ICE does. And so many times, uptick in immigration enforcement causes us to compete against each other trying to find appropriate bed space near our court cities. So it does affect us, yes, sir.
But you haven't, my question was if you had an estimate on the percentage of your expenditures regarding custody resources for people who are immigrants.
I'm sorry, sir, I don't have an estimate for that. I will be happy to get back to you.
All right. Well, we had heard during the presidency of President Obama administration a great deal about people in federal custody for just simple possession of controlled substances. So, Dr. Kane, at one time, Jeff Sessions, then Senator Jeff Sessions, had gotten information regarding the number of people in federal facilities who were there for simple possession. It was my experience as a state prosecutor at one time and as a felony judge in Texas and as a chief justice that the feds just didn't normally deal with simple possession unless it was a huge amount, although sometimes people who were a cooperating witness that were turning against others were allowed to plea down to a simple possession in return for testimony against co-conspirators. Do you have a current figure on what percentage of people are in federal prison for simple possession of controlled substance?
I do not have that specific figure with me here today. We can.
What would be the latest numbers you would have?
And I can tell you, however, though it's my experience that it is a very, very small percentage.
Yeah. And in fact, it was surprising to me that although it's a very small number, the numbers that were given to Senator Sessions, that it was seemed like around 3/4 of that small number in federal prison for simple possession were illegally in the country. Do you have any idea how many people are in federal prison for possession of a controlled substance who are here illegally?
I do not have that with me offhand, but I can
Could I make that request?
Yes.
Would you agree to provide the latest information
Yes.
you have on the number of individuals in federal custody and the number of people that are in federal custody who are here in the U.S. illegally? If you would provide, you agree to provide that?
Yes, I can tell you that 22% of all federal offenders are non-citizens. They are not citizens of the United States. That's almost 40,000, 39,000 plus.
Now, you say 22% Is that of people that are
All federal prisoners.
all federal, including pre- and post-conviction?
No.
Are
These
there any
no,
prisoners-
These are post-conviction.
Those are all post-conviction?
Yes.
I wasn't familiar with any, in Texas, it seems anytime there were federal prisoners, they were kept in the local jail, the county or city jail, normally the county. Is that true around the country?
Yes, Congressman, the pretrial detainees are kept by the U.S. Marshals Service, and
Right.
usually we
Okay.
rent space at the county jail.
All right. Well, I sure do appreciate your work, your testimony, and we'll look forward to getting the information. Thanks, Doctor.
Thank you.